In this series, we're going to work on syncing Etsy and Shopify. So this first one, we're pulling orders from Etsy into Shopify and triggering inventory updates on those orders. This is the workflow. It triggers on a receipt. That's what Etsy calls orders. They call them receipts, basically. And then what we're doing, there's a little tweak that we're making to the order create, which is why we're not using our standard Shopify order create. We've got to add this field in, which we should be adding support for this in our standard order create action, this one here. So once that's done, we'll have less custom code in here, but that's what we're doing there. And so when we create the order, it'll look like this. This is a test order, so we use that as the customer name. We actually didn't even have a customer email. And then we're looking up the SKU, we're mapping on SKU. So this is assuming that you've got the same SKUs set up in Etsy. These are the orders in Etsy, and then their products are called listings. This actually happens to be an inactive product, but you've got your SKU there. And so as long as those are matched up here in Shopify, that will recognize that. And so that's what the order is going to look like. At the moment, we're just doing the customer name, email, and then these line items so that we can trigger the inventory updates. But there's more we probably are going to want to do here eventually, shipping address and all those types of things. But this is assuming that you're going to be handling fulfillment on the Etsy side still, but this will keep your inventory levels in sync. And then what we'll do is in this series, we'll go and obviously sync inventory the other direction, probably look at products as well and see how much we can do there. This is one of the tests. This is what the test ranch, right? Oh, this is, I think I created a new. So running a test, it's showing me these because I first pasted in the payload. So when you do a test, it'll be empty. But what I did in order to make it easy to test this is I have another little test workflow here where I'm doing a retrieve shop receipt and just passing in a specific order. And then when you look at the payload that you get there, you can just copy that by clicking that button, and then you can go into the other workflow and you can do test, go into advanced, and then you can just paste it in. And there we go. Now it's going to create a separate order here since I'm running this test. So it's going to create another one of these guys. If you're playing with this, you may need to delete an order from time to time. Now let me just check my inventory levels to see what happened because previously I was at, oh cool, it just updated, I think. Just updated that live. I had my inventory set to 0, so I've got these two orders, so it's at now -2, which is what we wanted to see there. And then if you're doing testing, you might need to, like I've had to do a couple of these, you might have to delete an order. I'm going to disable that just because just put testing in there, cancel the order. And you can't actually delete the order until you cancel it. So once you've canceled it, usually the delete button shows up. Oh, there we go. Then you can just delete it and it's totally gone. And that's the original test I did there. And then we should see that inventory go back to, I think it should have it fixed the inventory situation there. That is that. You can find this on the automation demo section of the blog, and you can download that workflow and check it out and keep an eye on this series. We got more to come.